Hi there, welcome to Prime Sports with me, Razak Musbao. Tonight, the 2025 GFA elections are taking place, and is the former vice chairman of the association, Mr. John Ansah, who's been elected the new chairman of the association, taking over from Kujefiano. Now, Mr. Ansah, who beat his only counterpart in the elections, Wilberforce Isaac Kumsin, in the elections that was held at the office of the association in Accra, specifically at the Accra Sports Stadium. Well, he has promised to promote unity and champion the welfare of the clubs in the country. Well, Joy Sports was at the elections, and we have more for you in this report.
The former GFA vice chairman emerged victorious in the association's election held on Thursday at the Accra Sports Stadium. In the race for the chairmanship, Ansah secured 96 out of 132 votes cast, with his opponent Isaac Wilberforce Kumsin earning 35 votes, while one ballot paper was rejected. Speaking after his victory, Ansah pledged to foster collaboration within the Ghana football community and seek advice from colleagues to elevate GFA.
Some big challenge on bringing ourselves together. And I think I want to drive on that. If you look at my flyer, I said that I want to be a productive leader. And that means that I want to bring everybody on board. I will solicit a lot of advice from my senior and even my own colleagues to be able to lift GFA from where it was. You know, the previous administration did a lot, but we need to improve on that and then work on the negatives so that we can address some of these mistakes. And we're going to run an open door policy where every idea that comes on board, we'll have an officer who will be collating all that, and we'll put it together and work effectively to lift GFA up once again. I think I want to assure the whole general public, especially those of us in football, that that is true. I have a relationship with him, but that does not deter me from leading an association like GFA and do the right thing. What do I mean about the right thing? There are effects of having a dialogue with the FA. Things that we don't understand, they should let us get the picture clear. Most often than not, we don't go to inquire, and then we jump away and start giving falsehoods. But I want to do a relationship of going to inquire and find out why are the club having these challenges. We'll come back to our clubs and have a dialogue with them as well and address it once and for all.
Former Ghana Football Association Vice President Fred Papui was also present at the election.
Leading an association is not an easy task, but I believe they will all be up to the task, because listening to their pledges and their manifesto promises, I would want to believe they understand the enormity of the task around. So I wish them well in their endeavor. I think it's up to the members. Divisions and disagreements are a part of human nature. Wherever you find yourself, definitely there will be groups here and there. So, but all in all, I'm sure they are a group of responsible men and women who have all got very, very interesting insights and plans for the association. So I just hope they will work towards clearing people's minds of those kind of things.
In other election results, Phils Marku won the vice chairperson position with 94 votes, defeating Nana Amankwa, who pulled 34 votes. Gabriel Godwin was elected as the Regional Football Association representative ahead of Isaac Gaspar. Fred Tindan emerged as the Premier League representative, beating Joseph Nko and Raman Yakubud. Other positions include Treasurer Patrick Manteboy retained his position for a second term. Division 1 Premier League representative Eric Opoku, Regional Clubs representative Gabriel Godwin Kwa, Women's Premier League representative ASP Naomi Abdullahi. Reporting for Joy Sports, Joseph Ayinga Water.
Well, the Minister of Sports and Recreation, designate Kofi Adams, has hinted at plans to undertake an audit of the 2023 African Games held in Accra. Now, according to the Member of Parliament for Buem constituency, the exercise will be necessary to ensure accountability and transparency in the expenditure for the Games.
Oral Opal operates in every facets of the country. Once we have any information that needs to be looked into, everything will be looked into. Sports is part of the activities that we do in this country. And no activity in this country is off the radar of checking for right things to be done. And so you cannot exclude anything. Nothing is excluded. If the presidency is not being excluded, then we don't expect the Ministry of Sports to in any way be excluded. We don't expect the agencies, the federations that work to the agency that will exist or agencies that will exist to be excluded. So we all have a role to play. And it is in that spirit of true and true accountability that persons will be willing to put in more. And so I believe that we will all look into all those things. And I've shared it with the various bodies that I'm meeting. But like I said, we need to bring back the love. And I believe one of the challenging parts of our sports has been funding. So we must all sit down and have a discussion, and let's see how we can sort this problem out. And if we can regenerate the love, many more persons may be willing to also come on board to help us deal with the funding challenge. But that funding must also start from somewhere to help us generate the love. But the good thing about sports is that sports is the only place that you don't pay for space. All of you speaking to me here, in the mornings and in the afternoons, you have platforms dedicated to discussing sports. And so all we need to do is to see how we can galvanize and unite these forces and direct it in a way that can help us regenerate and bring back the love that we are talking about. So you will be needed. You are a critical component of this journey. We can do without you. So information sharing will be one of the things that we'll be working on so that a void will not be created. Once you create a void, people tend to feel that void. And what they feel with the void may not be palatable. And so it is important that we work on all these things.
Well, the Ghana Football Association's Catch Them Young policy of scouting for referees at a young age and nurturing them into top officials appears to be bearing fruits. The policy, which was launched in 2020, has seen several 13 to 16-year-olds referees officiating juvenile matches in preparation for their progress to the very top. My colleague Lawrence Baidu has been exploring the success of this policy and has more in this report.
August 2025 will mark exactly 5 years since the launch of the Ghana Football Association's Catch Them Young refereeing policy. The initiative targeted identifying, educating, and training young talent aged 13 to 16 to officiate in juvenile matches within their regions.
If you want good referees, boys and girls, it's always important for you to start that story very early. Hence, my reference to Proverbs 22:6. We want a situation where we would aggressively comb the woods of Ghana, find young girls and boys with the right levels of passion, and bring them close or bring them into the Football Association at the regional level and add value by way of training.
Since its introduction, interest in the policy has grown with each year that has gone by. In July 2024, the GFA revealed about 2,000 young boys and girls have been beneficiaries of the program. Intensive training, constant practice, and timely investments mean there have been progress over the years. These young boys and girls have had the opportunity to participate and officiate in competitive tournaments, including the KGL U17 tournament, the Elite U15 Girls Championship, as well as the Division 1 League Super Cup.
It has not been easy, but the referees being sober and committed and then respectful to the job, they've adhered to whatever training drills that we've embedded into them. And as you can all see, for young referees to officiate such games, that should tell you that Ghana, the future is bright.
The Women's Premier Super Cup and the Women's FA Cup are competitions that have also utilized the knowledge of the young referees. Betha Amuakon, who is in her final year at the secondary school, says the project has opened opportunities for her that wouldn't have come on a normal day.
It means a lot to me because through this program, the Catch Them Young program, I've been able to develop my skills. I've got to know that there's something inside me that if I bring it out, people will see and appreciate what God also have done for me. And I'm really grateful through this activity. I've got to meet a lot of people. I've also got to go to a lot of places which I have no idea that I can even go there. You see. So it means a lot, and through this I've gotten monies, some things to support my academic work. So it's really a great opportunity for me.
A level 200 student at the University of Professional Studies, Andy Afote Anan, dreams of being remembered as one of the Ghanaian referees to be on the global stage.
I'll say I want to take it to the next level because looking at referee can, put you into many places, have many investors or make you even an ambassador somewhere. Or because looking at other referees from other countries, they have an ambassadorial role, maybe Puma and all that. And also I want to see myself part of international referees. Although we have FIFA referees in Ghana. But sometimes when it comes to World Cup and all that, we don't see our referees part of that. So I just want to pick up that belt and one day, God willing, so find myself there.
Over the years, girls' interest in the policy has been on the rise. Referees manager Alexander Nikwe Kote says the idea is to reproduce someone capable of achieving the feats of Mercy Tego, who became Ghana's first female referee during the 2007 Women's World Cup.
Want to target girls and boys. The focus was not to be only on the boys, but then we also felt that girls must also be given opportunities. You understand? And we saw a lot of our girls, or in Africa, African girls or women going to the World Cup stage. And we are saying that why can't we also do it? And so that is what motivated us. That is what pushed us to get a lot of girls into the system. And that is our focus, and that is what we are going to do. We want to get a lot more of the girls into the system.
It will take a bit of time to get to the level the policy seeks to achieve. But from every indication, the project seems to be going to plan.
Either well, that's a really special story on how the Ghana Football Association is helping young people to develop their interest and talent in refereeing. Well, we're going to take a quick break and we'll come back. We'll bring you some update from the Europa Games underway with Manchester United playing Rangers and also some update from the Australian Open. Please do stay.